Most agents hesitate to switch brokerages because they're afraid of what happens next, really in those first 60 days after the move. They ask themselves, will my momentum survive it? Who's going to help me and how long until I close another deal? So let's actually walk through those first 60 days of what they should look like, because the fear is almost always bigger or different than the reality. If you've read our past blog posts, you know we walked you through the 4 questions to ask before you switch brokerages, and how the way you treat people determines whether they ever come back to you. This is the piece that comes after all of that. You did the due diligence, you asked the hard questions, you picked the place. Now what actually happens when you get there? Here's what agents imagine. They picture starting over from zero. A dead pipeline, a phone that stops ringing, months of silence while they rebuild. That picture is why a lot of good agents just stay where they are, even if they've outgrown it, because they feel like they should stay there longer. The real first 60 days looks nothing like that fear. And the difference can come down to a few things that maybe nobody has taken the time to explain to you before you move. In those first 2 weeks, that's almost entirely the logistics. The broker you are joining should carry most of that weight for you, and it shouldn't be a big concern. There's a checklist when you move. Your license has to transfer, board and MLS memberships move over, your signage and marketing get swapped, social media, websites, and any active listing or pending deals that come with you have to move over without the client feeling it at all. That last part is where a really good brokerage earns their keep. You should not be figuring out how to move a pending deal over by yourself at 10 o'clock the night before you move. The right place has done this thousands of times and should be able to walk you through it step by step. If the answer to how does my transfer work is vague, that tells you what those first 60 days are actually going to feel. Your pipeline does not reset, but your habits and your skills get tested. This is the fear that we found out talking to agents that are moving over, because they're afraid that they're starting over. But you're not. Your database is coming with you. Your past clients, your referral sources, your relationships, your sphere, all of it, that moves when you move, because those are relationships that were never owned by your old brokerage. They are yours. What actually gets tested when you move in those first 60 days is whether your systems survive the transition or the new systems you're plugging into can actually help elevate and take you to the next level. Agents who see their business take a dip are the ones who let their follow-up slide while they're distracted by the move. The ones who don't miss a beat are the ones who keep working through their database the whole way through. This is the same lesson that I've talked about in some of the past content we've shared. The relationships are the business. And when you do it right, they travel with you. Here's what actually determines your ramp. And it's the thing that agents weigh the least: how fast you plug into the people. You can transfer a license in a week. What takes real intention is getting into the room and finding the person that you can call when a deal gets weird. Understanding your support system and learning how this specific team you're a part of actually operates. The agent who ramps up fastest are the ones who show up, ask for help early, get into mentorship and the deal support instead of trying to just prove that they can do it alone. This is the same point that we made when we talked about what to ask when you're actually coming over to the brokerage. This is when they have to prove to you and do what they said they were going to do when you were coming over. In your first 60 days, the answer stops being a question that you ask in an interview, and it becomes the thing that you have to live through and navigate every day. The place you join should make getting into that room the easiest part of the entire transition. Here's the honest version. The first 60 days are logistics you shouldn't carry alone, a pipeline that comes with you, and a new brokerage, a room and a space that you got to choose to plug into quickly. When you do those 3 things, the move is far smoother than the fear that keeps most agents stuck in one place for years and years, just being stagnant. When you do them with support, it's not as hard as what you think it might be. And the difference is almost entirely the brokerage that you land at and the systems and support that they put in place to help you with that transition. The best way to know whether you're at the right place is to come see what we've got going on for yourself. We host events all across the DMV and online where you can meet the team and ask people who've actually made this move what their first 60 days look like. So I hope to see you at one of our events and come talk to me about it. If you'd like to talk directly, please give us a call at 202-843-8000 or shoot us an email at connect@coalitionpg.com.